Chapter 13. Flesh and Shadow, the version that won't stop talking. Alright, so we're in this abandoned textile mill, right? The kind of place where the air smells like old socks and stale underwear that's been sitting in the corner of the room for who knows how long, and the walls are covered in these fresh stains that look like they were made by someone who's been crying for centuries. And I'm not talking about the kind of crying that happens when you're sad. This is the kind where your eyes turn into little pools of liquid shadow, and your voice sounds like it's coming from a mouth that's been stuffed with wet newspaper. Bubba was here too, of course. That grinning, cigar-chomping, I'm-gonna-die-laughing guy who probably still thinks he's the funniest person in this whole mess. And Mike? Oh, Mike was just there, like a ghost who'd been given a body that didn't quite fit anymore. We were supposed to be looking for something, but honestly, I don't even know what we were supposed to find. Maybe a secret stash of holy water, a hidden safe with silver bullets, or maybe just the courage to admit that we're all going to die here, and it's gonna hurt like hell. But no, because Bubba had this idea, let's split up. And suddenly I was alone with Sarah in a basement that smelled like death and rotted roadkill, while Mike and Bubba were probably arguing about whether or not they should have brought more whiskey. And then the thing came. Not just anything. Nope. This was the kind of thing that makes your skin crawl so bad you want to peel it off with your teeth. It wasn't a vampire. It wasn't a werewolf. It wasn't even a shapeshifter, though, let's be real. It could have been all three if it wanted to be mean. No. This thing was wrong. Like, what if I took your face and put it on a puppet? Wrong. Its form kept shifting, like it was trying to decide what it wanted to be. Human? Werewolf? Vampire? A monster that had been around since before the dinosaurs? And its voice? Oh man, its voice was Rhonda's. Like I'm Rhonda, but also not Rhonda. It made me want to scream into a pillow because it sounded like my own thoughts were being stolen and twisted into something that didn't belong to me. You're the new exhibit, it said. And I swear, if I'd been standing there I would have melted right then and there. Like, oh no, you don't melted. Not just physically, like my bones turned to liquid and dripped down my spine. But it wasn't like that at all. It was more like psychological, like the thing inside me was screaming, "You're not Rhonda anymore," and I couldn't stop it from screaming back. And Mike? Oh, Mike, he was there too. Or rather, his face was on this thing's mouth, and it was laughing at us. You think you can outrun it? It asked. Like we were just some kids playing tag in a park instead of being hunted by something that had been waiting for us since the dawn of time. And Mike? He knew. Like he knew what was happening to him, and he didn't even try to hide it. His eyes were hollow now, his teeth too sharp. And when he spoke, it wasn't Mike's voice anymore. It was this thing's, but with a little extra, "I'm gonna eat your face" energy. "We're already inside you," it whispered. Like we'd been infected by something worse than the curse. Like we were part of it now. And I don't know about you, but that sounds like the worst kind of fate. To be a part of something that's not even supposed to exist? That's like being a human in a world where humans are just food. And then Bubba came back. Or rather, his body did. His face was still there, grinning at us like he'd won the lottery, but his eyes were empty now too. Like he'd been drained of everything that made him him. And when he spoke, it wasn't Bubba's voice anymore, it was this thing's again, but with a little extra, "I'm gonna die laughing" energy. "You really think we're scared of you?" he asked. And I swear if I'd been standing there I would have laughed right along with him, because honestly, we were terrified. But we weren't gonna let it show, not when we had one more thing to do before this whole nightmare ended. And that was the altar, or rather, the mosaic skin. The thing that covered the altar wasn't just some weird decoration, it was a prison, or maybe it was a mirror, I don't know. All I know is that when Sarah touched it, something happened. Her blood hit the surface, and suddenly, the symbols on her arms started glowing like they were alive, like they were waiting for us to do this. And then Bubba did what he always does. He lit a cigar, and I don't know if it was the smoke or the fact that he was just being Bubba, being the guy who thinks he's gonna die laughing, but when he exhaled, his breath hit the mosaic skin, and suddenly, The thing screamed. Not in pain, no. This was more like a sound that came from somewhere deep inside me, something that made my teeth ache and my vision go red. And then, nothing. Or maybe it was everything, because when I woke up the mill was gone, the walls were just empty, and there was no Bubba, no Mike, no Sarah, just me standing in a place that smelled like stale books and something older than time itself. And then I heard it. A voice. Not mine. Not theirs. Somewhere in the static between the cracks of reality, there was this thing that had been waiting for us all along, and it was laughing at us. And it wasn't just laughing. It was hungry. Next time, it said, you'll remember to watch where you're tripping. And then the light went out. Please stay tuned for the next installment of Blood Moon Chronicles. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon, my friends.